Creekside baseball is on the air. How good is it to hear that again? 294 days ago, the Knights wrapped up their season against Sandalwood in the district playoffs. Tonight, they take on Atlantic Coast on the road to open up their 2023 campaign. Hello, everyone. I'm Noah Schlick, bringing you tonight's action as we are just moments away from the start between Atlantic Coast and Creekside. Atlantic Coast opened up their season a couple of nights ago against Parker. They got a big-time win on the road tonight, looking to, well, keep on the same track at home against the Knights. Their first real tough test of the year, including preseason. Will be interesting to see how they react. Let's take a look at this Atlantic Coast team. On the mound for them tonight is Colin Russ. Colin had an appearance against Creekside last year, gave up 1 run in 2 innings pitched. Overall last season, the now senior in 10 appearances pitched to a .388 ERA, 52 strikeouts with 22 walks, 1-4 record with 1 save for Colin Russ. Let's take a look at the fielding alignment now for Atlantic Coast. Out in the outfield, Ty Swanson in left field. Delvin Haskell homered and went 3 for 3 against Terry Parker a couple nights ago. He's in center. Kevin Rodriguez out in right. Then in the infield, Kenneth Baez-Diaz. In the hot corner at third base, Daryl Walker manning the shortstop position tonight. Noah Prudencio over at second, and at first base tonight, Jack Bernard. At the mound is Colin Russ. Behind the plate, the sophomore Cole Rusak. Should be a good one tonight to open up the season. This is the first of 3 games in 3 days for Creekside, as they'll travel to Georgia tomorrow morning. We'll face off with Hillgrove at Valdosta State University tomorrow at 4:30. You can look forward to all those on Schlick Sports. But for now, this Creekside Knights baseball season just moments from getting underway. Andrew Kelly stepping up to the plate. Andrew batted .316 last year with 10 RBIs, 8 strikeouts, 7 walks last year for Creekside. And here is the first pitch. Up and away. And here we go. Andrew Kelly. 2-0 count. Swings and misses at 1 up high. Two on Andrew Kelly. Here it comes. Fouled away down the right field line. Kelly, the senior, been on this team for a few years now. Once he gets on base, he is trouble. Stolen base machine for the Creekside Knights. Working a good at-bat here to start off the night. 5 pitches, 2-2 count. Two. Taken inside. Rusak fired one down to third. He thought that was a strikeout. Full count on Andrew Kelly. Into the windup goes Rust. The pitch. Swung on and missed. Colin Russ gets a strikeout to start off the night. And up steps Ty Martineau. Ty now a junior on this squad. Been on this team since he was a freshman. He sends one into center field up in the air. And Haskell will pull it in for out number 2. 2 up, 2 down for the Knights. And now the DH, Carson McFarland, to the plate. McFarland, another junior who's been on the team since his freshman season. Last year, slash line 250, the on-base percentage 357, 291 slugging percentage, and 5 RBIs on the season. As he takes a strike, 0-1. In the preseason matchup against St. Augustine last week, he had 2 doubles in 1 inning. As he takes one low and in. 1-1. Foul tip back. One ball, 2 strikes on Carson McFarland. Time called. McFarland steps out of the box. This Creekside team averaged 5 runs a game last season. Went 10-16 on the year. Got going in the later parts of the season. That one upstairs. 2-2. Won 4 out of their last 6 at the end of the last season. Look to keep that going this year as McFarland sends one down the right field line. That one might get down. It does. Bloop single for Carson McFarland. And with 2 gone, up steps Elias Hicks. Hicks, a transfer from St. John's Country Day. His first Creekside at bat and cleanup tonight for Creekside. Takes a strike to start off the at-bat. Oh, 2 now on Elias Hicks. Top of the first inning here, just getting started. Runner on first for the Knights is Carson McFarland. Runner goes, pitch in the dirt, throw down to second. Not in time. Carson McFarland swipes the bag. One, 2, now a runner in scoring position. Here's the pitch. Down the third baseline, foul. Hicks stays alive. Hicks, a senior this season for the Knights. Again, the 1-2 outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Rust on the mound wanted that one. Two. Again, fouled away. Good at bat from Elias Hicks. Pitch number 6 coming up. On 2-2 count. Curveball out of the zone, full count. On deck for the Knights, Alex Calabro. Runner on second, McFarland. 2 gone in the first. Here's the pitch. That one down the left field line. Tracking and making a diving catch is Ty Swanson. What a play to end the inning. That got down. McFarland would have had a chance to score, but instead, there is out number 3 heading in the bottom of the first. We are scoreless. First chance coming up for the Stingrays here on Schlick Sports. That One Painter First Coast is here for your home service needs. They specialize in residential and commercial interior and exterior painting, whole house pressure washing, cabinet refinishing, stucco repair, and more. Call 904-417-6000 3557 for your free estimate today. This broadcast is sponsored in part by ESPN 690, home for FSU football and basketball, as well as Jacksonville Jumbo Shrimp Baseball. Catch Brent and Friends weekdays from 3 p.m. to 6 p.m. and overtime with Kurtz and Middleton, 6 p.m. to 7 p.m. on ESPN 690, ESPN690.com, and ESPN 690 on YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, and Twitch. ESPN 690. Jacksonville's home for ESPN Radio. Welcome back to Atlantic Coast High School. Bottom of the first, let's take a look at the defensive alignment tonight for Creekside. And out in left field, Ezra Shields, Andrew Kelly, man in center, Alex Calabro. Out in right on the infield, Elias Hicks at first, Ty Martineau at second, Sean Ashenfelder at short, Will Busey over at third behind the plate, Gavin Strumpf, and out on the mound for Creekside tonight, Roman Baselli, opening day starter, the senior. Didn't get many starts last season. Was good, though, when he was in. Baselli, now a senior on this team at a .290 ERA, 11 strikeouts in 8 appearances for the Knights. His first pitch low and inside. On Colin Rust, the starter tonight for the Stingrays. Swung on and missed. 1-1. Another ball there to start off the at-bat. Atlantic Coast dugout making some noise as Russ fouls that one over the first base dugout. 1-2. Rust, a pitcher and a hitter on this team. .296 average last season, 9 RBIs, and a .780 OPS for the senior. He skies that one down the right field line. Ty Martineau cannot get to it. It's a fair ball. Rust will stay at first base. That one was in between Calabro, Hicks, Martineau. Went for it. Overran it just a little bit. Got down in fair territory. It's a leadoff single for Colin Rust. Now Daryl Walker to the plate. Walker, one of the top hitters on this team last season. Takes one upstairs. 1-0. Walker hit .302 last season, 9 RBIs. .749 OPS. Look out for Rust on first base. This team not afraid. And go for the steal. Last season, Atlantic Coast, 73 stolen bases, had 6 against Terry Parker Tuesday night. As Roman puts one right in the zone, 1-2. Bottom of the first, runner on first. We're scoreless so far at Atlantic Coast. And the pickoff move to first base gets away from Elias Hicks. Russ now on his way to third base. The throw is good, and Busey's got him in a rundown. Russ making his way back to second. The throw. Got him! Colin Rust got a little aggressive on the base pass. Would look like it could be a bit of a disaster for the Knights. Ends in out number 1. Baselli's throw got away from Hicks on the pickoff move. Russ wanted third base. And a great throw from Hicks. Got him trapped between the bases. Another foul ball, so Walker stays alive, 1-2. Curveball gets him. Looking at strike number 3, and just like that, 2 gone. In the bottom of the first inning, up to the plate, steps Cole Rusak. The sophomore catcher batted .258 last year. Coming off a 1-for-2 performance. Had 2 walks, RBI, and a double. Opening night. Starts one off by fouling one back over the net. 0-1. Up and away there on Rusak. We're scoreless in the bottom of the first. Nobody on, 2 gone in the inning. Another foul ball. 1-2. Maselli, the lefty, takes the sign from Strump and comes set. Here's the pitch. Again fouled off. This team fighting. A little behind on these pitches. Again, 1-2. Looking to put him away. The bottom of the first. Grounded towards second base. Martineau scoops it up. Throw to first in time. And down go the Stingrays. End of one here at Atlantic Coast High School. We are scoreless heading into the top of the second. First Coast Lighting and Fans is a proud sponsor of Schlick Sports and Creekside Baseball. They have the area's largest selection of lights, fans, and home decor. Be sure to stop by and browse their new location on Phillips Highway across from the Avenues Mall at 10130 Phillips Highway. They look forward to helping you with your lighting needs soon. Do your feet constantly hurt you and you're not sure what to do? Come see Dr. Bradley Herbst, a board-certified podiatrist at Podiatry Associates of Florida. Dr. Herbst specializes in the treatment of foot and ankle problems, including diabetic foot care, ingrown toenails, hammer toes, bunions, fractures, and more. We're ready to take care of you and keep your feet and ankles healthy. Come see us on San Jose Boulevard in South Mandarin. Call to make your appointment today. 904-268-6993. Welcome back to Atlantic Coast High School. Top of the second inning now on Schlick Sports. We are scoreless through 1. Time now to take a look at the batting order for the Creekside Knights. In that first inning, Andrew Kelly, Ty Martineau, Carson McFarland led things off. Elias Hicks batted cleanup. Coming up here will be Alex Calabro, Sean Aschenfelder, and Will Busey. The catcher, Gavin Strump, batting 8th, with Ezra Shields batting 9th. For Creekside tonight, the Knights put up a little bit of a fight. 2 nice defensive plays by the Stingrays were able to keep any real damage from being done in the first inning of play. Elias Hicks put a good ball down the left field line, and Ty Swanson made a nice diving grab out in left field to keep Carson McFarland from potentially scoring there. With 2 gone in the first. Now the University of West Georgia commit, Alex Calabro, steps up to the plate for Creekside. Shows bunt, pulls back, ball 1. Calabro, the senior committed to the University of West Georgia this offseason, called strike there, 1-1. Takes a curveball up north for ball 2. Calabro's got a brother who plays for West Georgia, Anthony. And there's the bunt. Back to Rust on the mound. Throw to first in time. 1 away. In the top of the second. Now Sean Ashenfelder to the plate. He had a great season last year, freshman year. Got a 329, got on base the 400 mark. With a slug at 447 at OPS at 847 last year. Go along with 12 RBIs. Added over 20 pounds since football season. Led the team with 9 doubles last year. So he looks to pick up where he left off for the Knights. Sends one back up the middle, scooped up at short. Throw goes to first, just in time for out number 2. Now Will Busey to the plate. Busey transferred to Creekside from Bartram Trail last year. Had a bit of an up and down season, got going as it went on. Ended the year with 9 RBIs. Strikeouts are a bit of an issue for him as he lines that one down the right field line. Base hit for Will Busey. Now Gavin Strump to the plate. Looking for a 2-out rally here. In the second. Tonight's game is sponsored in part by Brightway Insurance, the Baselli Agency. They are one of Florida's largest independent insurance agencies with access to over 50 carriers. They can insure your home, auto, boat, RV, motorcycle, jewelry, and small business. They also do flood insurance, life insurance, and much more. Let Brandon and his team shop the market to find you the best policy for the best price. If your current agent or 1-800 number aren't giving you the service you need, call Brightway Insurance, the Baselli Agency. Call or text at 904-297-7970 or email brandon.baselli@brightway.com, or just come up to him at any Creekside baseball game. Let Brightway Insurance, the Baselli Agency, be the home of all your property and casualty insurance needs. There's a look at Roman Baselli after a nice first inning to start things out for Creekside. The senior looks to continue upon his good opening day start. Here in the bottom of the second, we are scoreless at Creekside High School. As we get started here in the bottom of the second. Jordan Jacoby leading things off. He sends a bunt down the third baseline. Scooped up by Baselli. Throw to first. Just in time. So down goes Jacoby. Leading off the bottom of the second. And Kenneth Baez-Diaz will step up to the plate. Baez-Diaz hit .243 last year. 8 RBIs, struck out 9 times to 6 walks. He takes one low and in. Start the inning. .1-0 from Roman Baselli is swung on and missed. Curveball in the zone. Now 1-2. One-two coming from Roman Baselli. Grounded back up the middle, off the glove of Baselli. Picks it up, throw to first. Got him! 2 gone in the bottom of the second inning. Back-to-back putouts there from Roman Baselli. And now he faces Ty Swanson, the senior. Hit .250 last year. 742 OPS. So he steps up with 2 away here in the second. Takes the off-speed pitch. Outside the zone. 1-0. Baselli steps off the mound. Knights have won their opener all but one contest since 2012. Got a good history in this matchup. They've scored a combined 22 runs in their last 2 versus Atlantic Coast. Pitch in for strike 2. Foul back. Here comes the 2-strike pitch. Again fouled away. Delvin Haskell had to do some nice maneuvering over. Went right under his legs in the batter's box in front of the dugout. Was able to avoid contact with the ball. So again, the 2-strike pitch. And again, it's fouled away. Ty Swanson staying alive. With 2 away in the second. Off-speed pitch up and away. Three-two. Full count pitch. Taken in the dirt. He walked him. Great at bat from Ty Swanson. And we'll bring up Devin Haskell. Didn't get off to a half-bad start to the season. 3 for 3 with a home run. Tuesday night looks to keep that going against Creekside. First pitch to him. It's taken inside for a ball. One-0 to the center fielder, Haskell. Make it 2-0. Ty Swanson with a good lead off first base. Pitch gets to the backstop. Strump scoops it up. Swanson will take second. Swanson stole just 2 bases all last season. Not a huge threat to run, especially now at second. There's 3-0. Taken for strike 1. After 2 quick outs to start the inning, Baselli down 3-1 in the count. That one back up the middle. Ashenfelder gets it at short, throw to the first. In time. So the Knights escape the 2-out rally to take us to the third. Still 0-0 our score at Atlantic Coast High School. That One Painter First Coast is here for your home service needs. They specialize in residential and commercial interior and exterior painting, whole house pressure washing, cabinet refinishing, stucco repair, and more. Call 904-417-3557 for your free estimate today. Top of the third inning now. From Atlantic Coast, Creekside got Ezra Shields in the top of the order, due up in the third. They've had back-to-back innings where they've gotten runners into scoring position with 2 outs. Still nothing to show for it on the scoreboard as we get started in the third. Colin Rust not off to a bad start tonight, which 2 innings. Just 1 earned run for him last year. Not a bad night against Creekside so far, as Ezra Shields will take one upstairs. Start the count. One 0. Low and away for a ball. Beautiful night out here at Atlantic Coast, 80 degrees. Great night for baseball. Wind blowing out at 7 miles per hour. As Ezra Shields up 3-0 in the count. That's a 4-pitch walk, and Ezra Shields is a threat to steal. Look out for him over on first base. As Andrew Kelly steps up to the plate. Takes a strike to start off the at-bat. Ezra Shields is 12 for 12. Stealing bases last year. Look out for him here. Top of the zone. In for strike 2. 0-2 to Andrew Kelly. Checking on Shields over at first. He's back in time. Runner on first for the Knights. Top of the third. Nobody out. We're scoreless so far Knights looking to change that. Shields goes. Kelly fights one off. Staying alive at 0-2. The Knights, they're aggressive on the base paths. Stole 115 bases last season. Were caught stealing just 10 times. Grounded over to short. Throw will go to first. It is just in time. Bang, bang play at first. But the throw from Walker just barely got Kelly. Shields was stealing on the pitch, which prevented him from going to second. So now a runner in to scoring position with just one away. Ty Martineau to the plate. Made good contact on the first pitch of the at-bat last time. Sent one straight to center field right at Delvin Haskell. He shows bunt here. Pulls back. This ball hits the outside corner of the plate. 0-1. Oh, 1 pitch, foul back. Now 0-2. Colin Rust attacking the zone in this one. Here's his 0-2. Again, fouled back. Oh-2, slap to second. Takes a bad hop. But Prudencio don't make a safe throw over to first, so 2 away. Carson McFarland singled his first time up. Now with the runner on third. He looks to drive him in the third. 2 outs in the inning. McFarland steps up to the plate. Takes a strike. Creekside's had runners in scoring position each of the first 3 innings. Still haven't gotten them in. 0-2 on Carson McFarland. We'll see what he does here, if he attacks him or tries to get him to fish. Outside the zone, here is a pitch. High fastball. McFarland thought about it and thought better, checked his swing, stayed put, 1-2. 1-2 pitch, swung on and missed! And after walking Ezra Shields on 4 pitches to lead off the inning, Rust sets down the next 3 men he faces to escape the 3rd inning without a scratch. Still scoreless through 2.5 here at Atlantic Coast. You're listening to Creekside Knights Baseball here on Schlick Sports. This broadcast is sponsored in part by ESPN 690, home for FSU football and basketball, as well as Jacksonville Jumbo Shrimp Baseball. Catch Brent and Friends weekdays from 3 p.m. to 6 p.m. and overtime with Kurtz and Middleton, 6 p.m. to 7 p.m. on ESPN 690, ESPN690.com, and ESPN 690 on YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, and Twitch. ESPN 690, Jacksonville's home for ESPN Radio. Welcome back to Atlantic Coast. Pitcher's duel through the first 2.5 innings here at Atlantic Coast, as each team has had their chances to score. Combined total of 4 runners in scoring position so far. Still none of them have reached home plate. These pitchers have done their job in this one, escaped some jams. As Roman Baselli enters the bottom of the 3rd. 8-9-1 due up for Atlantic Coast. Good movement on that pitch. Just outside the zone, Kevin Rodriguez at the plate. 1-0 to him. So he takes strike one. This team hasn't been too aggressive early on in the count. Been able to fight off some tough pitches with 2 strikes all night. Right now, 2-1 on Rodriguez. Lefty on lefty matchup here. Swung on and missed. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Bottom of the third, 0-0 is our score. The 2-2. Swung on and missed. He got him. Swinging at strike 3. 1 down. Start the bottom of the third. And up steps Noah Prudencio. The sophomore got good playing time as a freshman last year. Batted .244, 680 OPS, 3 RBIs. Had 14 walks while striking out just 12 times. He takes one outside the zone to start this at-bat. This was a high-scoring affair each of the first 2 times. Each of the last 2 times these 2 teams have faced off. Creekside, on their senior night last year, knocked off Atlantic Coast 13-5 as Calabro will gather out number 2 out in right field. So 2 quick outs to start the inning. Back to the top of the order, Colin Rust to the plate. It was 13-5 in that one. Creekside coming out with the win, 9-4 here at Atlantic Coast, with Dakota Stone on the mound for the Stingrays. It was the final in 2021. Pitch way outside the zone, 1-0 to Colin Rust. Creekside again scored 22 combined runs in those last 2 games. Still scoreless through 2 2/3. Here at Atlantic Coast is Gavin Strumpf going to head out to the mound and talk to Baselli. The 2-0 count on Colin Rust. Daryl Walker on deck. He struck out looking his first time up. There's 2 gone here in the bottom of the third. 2 balls, no strikes. Here's the pitch. Inside, ball 3. Brusat has got the only hit of the night for Atlantic Coast. Single to lead off the first inning. And 1-2 count. Now in a hitter's count, 3-0. He walks. So 2 gone. In the inning, up steps Daryl Walker. Not after a quick mound visit for the Knights. Baselli not going to throw too many pitches tonight, of course. So I doubt he'll go too much further than this, but it's been a really nice showing for the senior on opening night. Atlantic Coast has managed just 3 base runners against him. Gotten a little wild at times, but this team cannot find an answer to him. No real good contact yet tonight. So a 2 gone and a runner on first. Daryl Walker steps up to the batter's box. First pitch to him. Grounded to Martineau over at second. Gathers, throws to Hicks in time to retire the side. Heading in to the 4th inning. We are still scoreless. 0-0 our score here on Schlick Sports. First Coast Lighting and Fans is a proud sponsor of Schlick Sports and Creekside Baseball. They have the area's largest selection of lights, fans, and home decor. Be sure to stop by and browse their new location on Phillips Highway across from the Avenues Mall at 10130 Phillips Highway. They look forward to helping you with your lighting needs soon. Do your feet constantly hurt you and you're not sure what to do? Come see Dr. Bradley Herbst, a board-certified podiatrist at Podiatry Associates of Florida. Dr. Herbst specializes in the treatment of foot and ankle problems, including diabetic foot care, ingrown toenails, hammer toes, bunions, fractures, and more. We're ready to take care of you and keep your feet and ankles healthy. Come see us on San Jose Boulevard in South Mandarin. Call to make your appointment today. 904-268-6993. Welcome back to Atlantic Coast out on the mound. Oh, that's not a good photo. There we go. Colin Russ has allowed runners into scoring position each of the first 3 innings. Escaped every jam thus far. So he'll face the heart of the order for Creekside. Starting off with Elias Hicks in the top half of the 4th inning. It's my first game with the camera for baseball. Looks quite nice when the netting doesn't get in the way. It's 1-0 to Elias Hicks. Flew out to left field, diving grab from Ty Swanson. Ended the first inning, made good contact there. Had a real good at bat. Now 2-0 advantage to him. Start this one in the top of the 4th. Takes a swing at that one above the zone. 2-1. This team lost Owen Wilfong, Gavin Grant, Jack O'Brien, Joe Dyer from last season. So only 4 seniors lost. This is a pretty experienced group. Hicks swings at one that either made light contact with the bat or hit him. Either way, it's a full count. Eight of the 9 in the batting order for Creekside tonight. Made at least one appearance for them last year as Elias Hicks goes down looking at the one right on the outside corner of the zone. They did not like that call. After a 6-pitch at bat, up comes Alex Calabro with one away. Swung on and missed. At practice this week was spending some time around the pitchers for Creekside, and one of the things brought up was, it is advantage pitchers early on in the season. These hitters just back into seeing live stuff and, haven't had too many in-game at-bats, even including preseason. They're just getting back into the groove at this point, and it's showing tonight. Each of these sides have had some good swings, but nothing really doing offensively for either side. It's 2-1. Calabro shoots one down the left field line. Base hit. The announcer's jinx works in mysterious ways. It's a 1-out base hit for Calabro, and up steps Sean Aschenfelder. Grounded out to short last time up. Sean, a dual sport athlete at Creekside. Sure, if you follow the local football scene, you've heard his name by now. The sophomore A real nice season at quarterback for the Knights this fall. As Calabro going, that's a good throw down the second, just a little, curved a little right, and Calabro will take second. What? Well, I believe they might have just sent Ashenfelder back to the dugout on hitter's interference. Batter's interference. Not sure what the correct terminology is for that, but Calabro returns to first. Ashenfelder is out. And just like that, there's 2 outs and Will Busey to the plate. That I have not seen in a high school baseball game before. Now Calabro tries again. That's a better throw that time. Is it in time? No, it is not. That one skied just outside the infield. Second baseman Prudencio cannot get to it. It falls. And Alex Calabro will score on the play. 1-0 Creekside. And that's one of those that just seemed like it went a mile into the sky. That was a tough one to track. It will go as an error against Prudencio, as it landed just to his right. And Creekside gets on the board first on the play with 2 outs. They lead 1-0. Gavin Strump to the plate. This gets to the backstop now. Busey advances to second. 1-0 on Gavin Strump. And out for a mound visit now, as we'll take a quick break here at Atlantic Coast. Our score, 1-0 Creekside, with 2 outs and a runner on second here in the top of the 4th. We'll be right back here on Schlick Sports. Back here at Atlantic Coast. Colin Rust on the mound. No earned runs yet on the night, as I believe an error from Prudencio allowed Calabro to score with 2 gone in the inning. And Strump sends that one into left. Busey's going to head for the plate. No, he stops him. Originally, Coach Chris King at third was waving him all the way home. And the last second stopped him. Swanson had a good jump on that ball. But a 2-out single there for Gavin Strump. And upsets Ezra Shields. Strump was 2 for 3 at the plate last season. Not a huge sample size, but he was good at the plate last year. Popped out first, his first at bat, and right there puts runners at the corners with 2 gone in the inning. And Ezra Shields steps up to the plate. 2 outs. Pitch up high, 1-0. 2 outs in the 4th. 1-0 Creekside. Runners at the corners. Throw goes to third, and he is out. DJ Corey, the pinch runner, was trying to steal second. The throw went to third, and they caught Will Busey napping. They tag him out for the easy out at third base. to escape the 2-out jam. The Knights do get one, however, on the error on the infield. Is heading in to the bottom of the fourth. Our score, Creekside 1, Stingrays nothing.
Do your feet constantly hurt you and you're not sure what to do? Come see Dr. Bradley Herbst, a board-certified podiatrist at Podiatry Associates of Florida. Dr. Herbst specializes in the treatment of foot and ankle problems, including diabetic foot care, ingrown toenails, hammer toes, bunions, fractures, and more. We're ready to take care of you and keep your feet and ankles healthy. Come see us on San Jose Boulevard in South Mandarin. Call to make your appointment today. 904-268-6993.
Back here in St. John's, Florida, opening night for Creekside, home opener for the Stingrays, still 78 degrees here at 7:13. Bottom of the fourth, 1-0 Knights lead over Atlantic Coast. Roman Baselli still out on the mound for Creekside. He's been off to a nice start in this one. 3 scoreless innings, allowed just 1 hit, 2 walks for him. Struck out 2 batters in the process. That one low and in on Cole Rousset. This is a Knights pitching staff that returned 6 from last year's. That one's in for a strike. Not really a staff that's going to overpower you with velocity or stuff, but they find other ways to get the job done. They're expected to be pretty good out there this season. Again, returning 6 pitchers from last year, Roman being one of them. You can expect a good year from these Knights arms. That one slapped opposite field into right, and Cole Rusak will reach on a leadoff single. Jordan Jacoby tried to lay down a bunt back in the second. Was picked up and put to bed quickly by the Knights. As the DH steps up with the runner on first, nobody gone in the bottom of the fourth. This Atlantic Coast team down 1. Able to tie it back up here in the 4th inning. Second time around against Baselli. We'll see if that plays any advantage, as 2 of the first 3 hitters have reached base the second time through the order. Check throw down to first. Not quite in time. Knights thought they had Rusak at first.
Wow.
And Chris King is out there to talk about it. Elias Hicks was not happy at first base. He called him back, and he's not talking about it down there. King heads off the field. That was a great play by Strump. As the pitch was low and away. Threw down to first base, and the throw beat him. It was bang, bang play. Creekside thought they got him. Atlantic Coast. They survived 1-1 on Jacoby. Shows bunt, lays it down. Foul ball. 1-2. Just trying to advance the runner there. We'll see if it's a similar story. The 1-2 count. Takes a curveball high. 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Here it comes. Into left field, that's a base hit. Back-to-back singles to start the inning for Atlantic Coast. And a mound visit will follow for Roman Vaselli and the Knights. Vaselli was really good through the first 3 innings, allowed just 1 hit. Walked 2 batters in the process. Now 3 of the first 4 men he's seen through the second time through the order have reached base, 2 via single, 1 via walk. Now with runners on first and second, up steps Kenneth Baez-Diaz. Tying run in scoring position, go-ahead run over on first base. Showing bunt. Pitch up and away. 1-0. Baez-Diaz grounded out right back to Baselli on the mound. His first time up. Atlantic Coast dugout making noise. Showing bunt, low and in at the ankles. 2-0. Baselli in a jam. 2 on, nobody out, and a 2-0 count to the big Kenneth Baez-Diaz. Creekside holding on to a 1-0 lead. May not be for long if this continues. Gets the bunt down. Baselli fields, throws to first in time. 1 gone. Now both runners move into scoring position. Runners on second and third. 1 gone, and Ty Swanson to the plate. He had a great at-bat his first time up, fouled off a few pitches, got to a full count, and walked. Made a big-time catch. That saved a run back in the first inning. Now looking to add a run for his side as he swings at strike 1. Showing bunt. Swanson hits it down to the backstop, however. 0-2. Big pitch coming up. 1 gone. Runners on second and third. Looking to tie this one up. Go-ahead run for the Stingrays standing on second base. Infield in for the Knights. Swung on and missed. Baselli gets a huge strikeout. 2 gone. And up steps Delvin Haskell. Haskell grounded out to short last time up. 3 for 4 for him to start the season with a home run. And he has got a big at-bat right here. Haskell, a sophomore. Big situation. Runners on second and third. 2 outs in the inning. First pitch to him, taken for a ball. Bottom of the 4th. This is a situation you could look back on at the end of the game as one of the deciding factors for either side. Can Baselli escape the jam after back-to-back base hits to lead off the inning? He's got a 1-1 count on Delvin Haskell. Next pitch fouled away. 2 strikes. 1 ball, 2 strikes. 2 on, 2 out in the bottom of the 4th. Creekside with a 1-0 lead. Atlantic Coast got the tying run on third. Go-ahead run on second. The 1-2. Got him swinging. It's a drop third strike. Throw to first. In time. Baselli escapes the jam and gets the Knights to the 5th inning with a 1-0 lead. That was huge for Creekside. Heading into the 5th inning, we got a 1-0 ball game. Coming up for the Knights, Shields, Kelly, Martineau, when we return.
Tonight's game is sponsored in part by Brightway Insurance, the Baselli Agency. They are one of Florida's largest independent insurance agencies with access to over 50 carriers. They can insure your home, auto, boat, RV, motorcycle, jewelry, and small business. They also do flood insurance, life insurance, and much more. Let Brandon and his team shop the market to find you the best policy for the best price. If your current agent or 1-800 number aren't giving you the service you need, call Brightway Insurance, the Baselli Agency. Call or text at 904-297-7970 or email brandon.baselli@brightway.com, or just come up to him at any Creekside baseball game. Let Brightway Insurance, the Baselli Agency, be the home of all your property and casualty insurance needs.
Top of the 5th inning now on Schlick Sports, still out there. On the mound is Colin Rust. He's been fantastic so far for the Stingrays. Escaped a couple really good-looking situations for Creekside. Multiple runners in scoring position. Escape runners at the corner. Jam there in the last inning. Now in the 5th, as Rashield steps up to the plate. His at-bat ended fairly shortly. He's on the second pitch. Will Busey got caught at third base with a little bit too big of a lead. The throw down got him to end the 4th. Starts the exact same way it did last time, as Ezra Shields takes one up and away for ball 1. 0-2 now. 2-0. Two balls, no strikes. A pitch. Slap back into center, going back on it, Haskell. He will make the play for out number 1. Back to the top of the order now, Andrew Kelly to the plate. Grounded out to short his last time up. Second pitch in for a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. Andrew Kelly batted .316 last year for Creekside. Handles the bat well. 2-1 count now. Rust into the windup. The pitch. Foul back to the netting. Behind home plate, 2-2. Top of the 5th, 1-0 our score. Creekside holding on to the lead on the road. As Kelly stays alive. Foul tip just behind the plate. The 1-0. 1-0 our score. A 2-2. Low for a ball, 3 balls, 2 strikes. Full count. The pitch. Swung on and missed. He got him swinging. Second strikeout of the game for Kelly. Rust has been good on the mound tonight. That's his 4th K so far. Now Ty Martineau to the plate. He's made good contact each of his first 2 times up. fly out to center his first time at the plate. Back in the third inning, grounded out to second. Takes one way outside. 1-0. Second pitch of the at-bat. Taken high for a ball. 2-0 with 2 gone in the top of the fifth. Takes a look at strike one. And chops one foul. 2-2, Martineau. Last year for Creekside at .250. With a .392 on base percentage. Struck out 15 times to 12 walks. 10 RBI in his sophomore season. Now a junior. Takes one low and away. Ball 3. Full count. Second full count. As many at-bats here in the fifth inning. Swung on and missed. Another strikeout for Colin Russ to end the top half of the fifth. And into the bottom of the inning, our score, Creekside 1, Atlantic Coast 0.
That One Painter First Coast is here for your home service needs. They specialize in residential and commercial interior and exterior painting, whole house pressure washing, cabinet refinishing, stucco repair, and more. Call 904-417-3557 for your free estimate today. This broadcast is sponsored in part by ESPN 690, home for FSU football and basketball, as well as Jacksonville Jumbo Shrimp Baseball. Catch Brent and Friends weekdays from 3 p.m. to 6 p.m. and overtime with Kurtz and Middleton, 6 p.m. to 7 p.m. on ESPN 690, ESPN690.com, and ESPN 690 on YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, and Twitch. ESPN 690. Jacksonville's home for ESPN Radio.
Time now for a pitching change brought to you by Meineke Car Care on Beach Boulevard. The freshman Matt Bisham into the game for Creekside. The freshman been turning some heads at Creekside over the fall and the spring. Now makes his first appearance here in the bottom of the fifth with his team up 1-0 over Atlantic Coast. Final line on Roman Baselli. Good night. For the senior, 4 innings pitched, allowed just 3 hits, no runs or earned runs. Had 4 strikeouts to just 2 walks. As Bisham starts off, Kevin Rodriguez with a ball low and away. Now opposite field blooper just over the head of Sean Aschenfelder into left field. Leadoff single for Kevin Rodriguez, and Noah Prudencio steps up to the plate. Prudencio at second base flew out to right field his last time up. Shows bunt here, tries to put it down. Can't make contact, however. That's strike 1. Rodriguez, still 12 bases on 17 attempts last year. He's at first right now. Again, a bunt. Did he go? He did not. 1-1. Runner on first. Nobody out here in the top of the fifth. Prudencio takes ball 2.
Roman's a junior.
Roman is a junior. My mistake. Big thanks to Brandon Baselli for that note. Check throw down to first in time, so Baselli, the junior, with a good night. Prudencio gets a bunt down the first base line. Struck chases it down. Throw to first in time. One away. So runner on second, one away here in the fifth inning. It's Colin Rust. Singled and walked in this one. Gets ready to face Matt Bisham as he calls Gavin Strumpf out to the mound for a quick visit. Quickly heads back. Bottom of the fifth. 1-0 Creekside. Tying run for the Stingrays standing on second base. Colin Rust at the plate. Takes strike one. One gone in the inning. Here's the 0-1. Pop back up on the bunt. Bisham collects it on the mound. That'll be a pop out back to the pitcher on the bunt. 2 away. Daryl Walker to the plate. This Atlantic Coast team been threatening the last couple innings. They moved 3 runners into scoring position in the last 2 innings. Now one on second. Creekside looking to escape. Yet another jam. Daryl Walker to the plate. Takes a pitch low for a ball. Start the count. Walker tonight. Struck out and grounded out. Next pitch catches the bottom of the zone. 1-1. One ball, one strike on Daryl Walker. Foul tip towards the Creekside dugout. 2-strike count. Walker steps into the box. Takes a little tug out of his helmet. Gets set. Bisham gets the sign, comes sit on the mound. Here's the pitch. Off-speed pitch, low and away. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Two. Swung on and missed! And Bisham escapes the inning. Good outing for Bisham in the fifth after the leadoff signal sets 3 straight down to retire the side heading into the 6th inning. Our score, Creekside 1, Atlantic Coast 0. Knights looking to add some insurance after this. Speaking of insurance, let's hear a word from Brightway Insurance, the Baselli agency.
Tonight's game is sponsored in part by Brightway Insurance, the Baselli agency. They are one of Florida's largest independent insurance agencies with access to over 50 carriers. They can insure your home, auto, boat, RV, motorcycle, jewelry, and small business. They also do flood insurance, life insurance, and much more. Let Brandon and his team shop the market to find you the best policy for the best price. If your current agent or 1-800 number aren't giving you the service you need, call Brightway Insurance, the Baselli agency. Call or text at 904-297-7970 or email brandon.baselli@brightway.com, or just come up to him at any Creekside baseball game. Let Brightway Insurance, the Baselli agency, be the home of all your property and casualty insurance needs.
top half of the 6th inning now, and we got another pitching change out there brought to you by Meineke Car Care on Beach Boulevard. Into the game, Logan Newman, the senior for Atlantic Coast. He warms up Colin Rust. Pitched 5 innings, allowed 1 run. It was not earned. Was mowing down those Creekside batters. Eventually, I'm guessing, reached his pitch limit for the night. Newman will face Carson McFarland, Elias Hicks, and Alex Calabro. In the 6th inning, Creekside got a run on an error back in the top of the 4th. Right here, looking to add on to their total in the 6th inning. Bats have been pretty silent tonight, so they were able to manage just 4 hits against Rust. One on Carson McFarland. Next pitch in the dirt. Next pitch to McFarland. And got him. A hit by pitch will advance McFarland to first base. It's the 2nd time he's reached base tonight. And up steps Elias Hicks. Hicks has flew out and struck out so far tonight. It's Chris King calling time, and here comes the pinch runner, Jackson Palmer. We'll head to first to run for Carson McFarland. Hicks steps into the batter's box. Palmer's got a good lead over at first. Newman sends one to the backstop. Palmer around second. He'll stay there. Now runner in scoring position with nobody out in the top of the 6th. And 1-0 count on Elias Hicks. And he sends that one high and deep down the right field line. Going back on it, making the catch. Rodriguez tagging up and cruising into third base goes Jackson Palmer. 1 away. And up comes Alex Calabro. Here comes Calabro, 1 for 2 tonight. Big situation here with 1 away in the 6th. Infield in for Atlantic Coast. That one gets to the backstop. Heading to the plate comes Palmer. He will score. 2-0 Creekside. As Palmer scores on the wild pitch. Bases clear, 1 away. And now 2-0 Knights advantage. In the top of the 6th inning. I 1-0 on Calabro. Up and in the zone. 1 ball and a strike. Foul back just under it. 1-2. Calabro steps back into the box. Here's the pitch. Newman with the curveball. Again, fighting it off. Calabro. Batted .207 last year. .343 on base percentage. Struck out just 7 times to 3 walks. Again, the 1-2 to Calabro. Is smacked down the third baseline into left field. That's a base hit. Calabro rounding first. He's heading for 2. The throw beat him. The tag in time. Nice play by Ty Swanson out and left. To knock down Calabro. Trying to extend this single to a double. Now Sean Ashenfelder to the plate with 2 out in the 6th inning. Grounded out to short his first time up. Called out on a hitter's interference last time up. Sends that one back where it came from into center field. The dive. Not going to be a catch, however. Walker slow to get up. And Ashenfelder will cruise into second with a stand-up double. The view was a little obstructed there, so I wasn't sure if Haskell came down with it out in center. Made a good effort to the ball. Was shifted a little bit to the hitter side left of second base. Had a pretty good run over to the ball. Dropped out in front of his glove. Ashenfelder now into scoring position. Will Busey to the plate. Reached on errors last time up. Singled his first time to the plate. He takes a ball inside. 1-0. Ashenfelder, who just doubled, had 9 doubles on the season last year. Of course, his first of this season. And he's taken third. The throw, not in time. So a runner on third base. And a 2-0 count for Will Busey. 2-0 our score. Knights already got 1 home in the inning. As that one popped up behind the plate, way in the air. Looking for the ball, in and out of the glove of Cole Rusak. Had the third out of the inning in his hand. Dropped into the glove, right out of the catcher's mitt. And it was foul. So 2-1. No run will score. Busey lives to see another pitch. 2-1. Curveball in on the hands. In the zone, however, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Here comes the pitch. Foul back behind the plate. Still 2-2. To Will Busey. Is lined over to second base, takes a hop, scooped up by Prudencio, and he gets him at first base to end the inning. The Knights, however, do strike for 1. They extend their lead to 2-0, heading into the bottom of the 6th. You're listening to Creekside Knights Baseball here on Schlick Sports.
Do your feet constantly hurt you and you're not sure what to do? Come see Dr. Bradley Herbst, a board-certified podiatrist at Podiatry Associates of Florida. Dr. Herbst specializes in the treatment of foot and ankle problems, including diabetic foot care, ingrown toenails, hammer toes, bunions, fractures, and more. We're ready to take care of you and keep your feet and ankles healthy. Come see us on San Jose Boulevard in South Mandarin. Call to make your appointment today. 904-268-6993.
Back here in the 6th inning. Creekside got 6 outs between them and starting off the season on the right track with a win. Gotta get through this heart of the order first, and then the back half. Matt Bisham still out on the mound for Creekside. He'll face Cole Rusak to start off the 6th. And he puts one right into left field for a base hit. And catcher Rusak gets on with a single, his 2nd of the game. Now to the plate comes Jordan Jacoby. He's 1 for 2. Singled on a full count pitch last time up. First pitch from Bisham in for a strike. Oh, a check throw. Pickoff move to first, not in time. Pitch outside, 1 ball, 1 strike. Kenneth Baez-Diaz, the 3rd baseman, on deck. Followed by Ty Swanson, bottom of the 6th. Atlantic Coast trails Creekside 2-0. They got a runner on, however. There's strike 2. And down 2 in the bottom half of the 6th inning. You'd love a run. At least one of them. Here's the pitch. Hard contact down the left field line, foul out of play. That was a line drive that went flying. Went out over the Knights bullpen. Towards the batting cages, out of play. Again the 1-2, and again a foul ball. Out into the parking lot. Wow, that took a hop. Might make it to the Creekside bus. Another 1-2. That one gets to the backstop. Strumpf will scoop it up. Not before the runner advances to 2nd. Rusak into scoring position with nobody out. And a 2-2 count to Jordan Jacoby. Here it comes. Swung on and missed, strike 3. Nice strikeout there for Matt Bisham. Now a visit being made, and this could be a pitching change for the Knights. King was looking towards the pen, and yes it is. So a good outing for Matt Bisham as the freshman comes in 1.1 innings. Pitches really nice in his Creekside debut. Coming out to the mound, Andrew Herbst. We'll have more from him coming up next First commercial break here on Schlick Sports.
Do your feet constantly hurt you and you're not sure what to do? Come see Dr. Bradley Herbst, a board-certified podiatrist at Podiatry Associates of Florida. Dr. Herbst specializes in the treatment of foot and ankle problems, including diabetic foot care, ingrown toenails, hammer toes, bunions, fractures, and more. We're ready to take care of you and keep your feet and ankles healthy. Come see us on San Jose Boulevard in South Mandarin. Call to make your appointment today. 904-268-6993.
Welcome back here to Atlantic Coast, where senior Andrew Herbst takes the mound for Creekside. Andrew had quite a few appearances on varsity last year in 12 appearances. Struck out 19 batters to just 3 walks. Real control guy. 2.38 ERA, 1-1 record with 2 saves. Be really good out of the pen. Probably making a few starts this year for Creekside as well. He's right here. He gets set to face the 5-hole hitter Kenneth Baez-Diaz and Ty Swanson with 1 gone and a runner on second here in the bottom of the 6th. Matt Bysham exits after 1.1 innings of work, allowing 2 hits, striking out 2 batters, no walks. We'll see if that runner on second, that is his. We'll see if he ends up scoring or not. Creekside with a 2-0 advantage in the bottom of the 6th inning. As Baez-Diaz advanced the runners with a sac bunt last time. Grounded out back to the mound his first time up. Takes a curveball outside. 1-0. One ball, no strikes. Herbst comes set. The pitch. In for a strike. Check down to second. Good throw from Strump. Not in time. 1-1 is our count. Strump showing he's got an arm behind the plate tonight. Junior having a good game. Another strike on the inside part of the plate. Kenneth Baez-Diaz in a 1-2 hole to Andrew Herbst. Swung on and missed, strike 3. Andrew Herbst gets the strikeout, back-to-back Ks for Atlantic Coast. Set 2 down, runner on second. And Ty Swanson, the left fielder, to the plate. He struck out his last time up. Walked on his first plate appearance. As Herbst looks the runner back. That is Ethan Strickland, pinch running out on second. That one hit him. Went in a little too far on Ty Swanson, so he'll head to first. Runners on first and second base. Delvin Haskell will come up to the plate. Force at any base. 2 gone in the inning. Bottom of the 6th here. Atlantic Coast got 4 outs to play with to get 2 runs back against Creekside. As Haskell takes a strike. 0 for 2 in this one. The ground out and a strikeout. The 0-1. Inside for a ball. Strump threw down to first. Not in time. 1-1. Kevin Rodriguez on deck if this inning should go to him. Herbst comes set. Throws to first. Not in time. One. Here goes. Popped into the air, out of play. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Can Herbst and the Knights escape the inning? Yet again. Seen this movie played out a few times tonight. Atlantic Coast yet to get a run across, but they are 1 hit away. 1-2 on Delvin Haskell. The delivery, the pitch. Got him! Look at it, strike 3! Another leadoff single. Another runner in scoring position. Another scoreless inning for the Creekside Knights. Heading into the 7th, they got a 2-0 lead on Atlantic Coast.
That One Painter First Coast is here for your home service needs. They specialize in residential and commercial interior and exterior painting, whole house pressure washing, cabinet refinishing, stucco repair, and more. Call 904-417-3557 for your free estimate today. This broadcast is sponsored in part by ESPN 690, home for FSU football and basketball, as well as Jacksonville Jumbo Shrimp Baseball. Catch Brent and Friends weekdays from 3 p.m. to 6 p.m. and overtime with Kurtz and Middleton, 6 p.m. to 7 p.m. on ESPN 690, ESPN690.com, and ESPN 690 on YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, and Twitch. ESPN 690. Jacksonville's home for ESPN Radio.
Time now for another pitching change brought to you by Meineke Car Care on Beach Boulevard. Into the game now for Atlantic Coast. Chris Gant. He's made 1 appearance already this season, this being his 2nd. Against Harry Parker, struck out all 5 men he faced in that one last season. Well, he was good there as well. 11 appearances, 22 innings pitched. That's Kenneth Baez Diaz. 11 appearances, 2-1 record, 2.49 ERA, 22 strikeouts to 14 walks. Chris Gant will face Gavin Strump to lead off the 7th. Strump in this one, 1 for 2, pop out in a single. And really good behind the plate. Steps up to the plate here. Takes one below the zone for a ball. Creekside with a 2-0 lead. Top of the 7th inning. They look to hold on for an opening day win. Strump fouls one off. Ball and a strike. Strump, a junior. He's behind Carson McFarland and Connor Gillum. To start last year, now McFarland mostly DH for the Knights. Gillum moved over to Missouri during the offseason. And now Gavin Strump steps in to the starting catcher role. Mound visit. Let's take a look at some upcoming games for Creekside. They return tomorrow afternoon in Georgia. So used to saying night for high school games, but tomorrow they play at 4:30 against Hillgrove at Valdosta State University. And this weekend at 11 a.m. on Saturday, face Florida Christian out of Miami at Lowndes High School in Georgia. 2 strikes on Gavin Strump now. Fouls one off the plate. Bounces foul down the third base line. Ezra Shields on deck. 2 strikes on Strump, leading off the 7th inning. Slices that one back up the middle. Slow grounder to short, the throw just in time. 1 gone in the 7th. Ezra Shields to the plate now. Flew out and walked in this one. Shields has seen 8 pitches and 2 at-bats. He had one of them cut short in the 4th inning. Tried to lay down a bunt there. Got by him, however, for a strike. And the next pitch hits him. So Shields will head over to first base. And DJ Corey will pinch hit for Andrew Kelly. Takes one low and away. Start the at-bat. Corey was really good for the Knights last year. Batted .308. .426 on base percentage, .384 slugging. He fouls one back as Shields was stealing. Going for second. Instead it's 0-2. Corey drove in 7 runs. Struck out 10 times, walked 4. Not a huge figure in the box, but he's got a powerful swing. Gets the bat through the zone quickly. Can make really solid contact out there. He's got speed when he gets on the base passes as well. Runner on first. 1 away in the 7th. Shields got back in time on the pickoff move. Again, a throw to first. Again, not in time. Two-strike pitch to Corey. Skied out into shallow right field. Will it get down? It will not. Diving grab by Kevin Rodriguez. Retires Corey for out number 2. Now Ty Martineau to the plate. His 4th plate appearance tonight. Flied out, grounded out, struck out so far in this one. Hit .250 last season. Put the average at .250 to start the year with a knock right here. Takes one out for a ball. Jackson Palmer on deck. Looks to be pinch hitting for Carson McFarland, if it should get that far. As Martineau sends a high bouncer out towards second base. Throw to first in time to retire the side. So heading into the bottom of the 7th, Creekside needs 3 outs to start 1-0 on the season. We'll see if they can do so when we return. Bottom half of the 7th coming up next here on Schlick Sports.
First Coast Lighting and Fans is a proud sponsor of Schlick Sports and Creekside Baseball. They have the area's largest selection of lights, fans, and home decor. Be sure to stop by and browse their new location on Phillips Highway across from the Avenues Mall at 10130 Phillips Highway. They look forward to helping you with your lighting needs soon. That One Painter First Coast is here for your home service needs. They specialize in residential and commercial interior and exterior painting, whole house pressure washing, cabinet refinishing, stucco repair, and more. Call 904-417-3557 for your free estimate today.
Knights are 3 outs away from their first win of the season. Opening night at Atlantic Coast, setting tone for first of 3 games in 3 days. For Creekside, Andrew Herbst out on the mound looking to close this one down. Shut it down, get home, get some good night's sleep before they head out at 10:30 for Georgia tomorrow morning. Bottom of the 7th, Creekside with a 2-0 lead. 8-9, and then at the top of the order, due up for Atlantic Coast, Kevin Rodriguez, first to the plate. Singled his last time up, struck out the time before. Takes one outside for a ball, 1-0. Been a pitcher's duel tonight, not too much offense. When runners do get on, well, only 2 runs have scored. It should tell you all you need to know. There have been base runners, but teams just struggled to get them home in this one. Slow roller down the first base line. Herbst picks it up. Sidearm throw. Bit of a backhand throw, actually. Not in time as it got away from Hicks at first. Don't think it would have beat him anyways. But Kevin Rodriguez with an infield single. And Prudencio to the plate. This is the 4th straight inning. Atlantic Coast has led off with a leadoff single. Prudencio had a sac bunt last time up. After, guess what, a leadoff single. Right here, he represents the tying run. Not sure if you're looking for a sac bunt here. You want another base runner. So he gets a strike on him. Start the at-bat. 0-1. Low for a ball. Ball and a strike. Bottom of the 7th. Runner on first. Nobody out. 2-0. Creekside leads. Looking to shut this one down. Up and in. Almost hit him. 2-1 on Noah Prudencio. That one hit him. Tying run on first base for Atlantic Coast. At top of the order. To the plate, Colin Rust will step up. As Chris King heads out to the mound, we're going to have a pitching change here at Atlantic Coast. We'll step away for the change. Be back after this. Pitching change brought to you by Meineke Car Care on Beach Boulevard.
Tonight's game is sponsored in part by Brightway Insurance, the Baselli Agency. They are one of Florida's largest independent insurance agencies with access to over 50 carriers. They can insure your home, auto, boat, RV, motorcycle, jewelry, and small business. They also do flood insurance, life insurance, and much more. Let Brandon and his team shop the market to find you the best policy for the best price. If your current agent or 1-800 number aren't giving you the service you need, call Brightway Insurance, the Baselli Agency. Call or text at 904-297-7970 or email brandon.baselli@brightway.com, or just come up to him at any Creekside baseball game. Let Brightway Insurance, the Baselli Agency, be the home of all your property and casualty insurance needs.
Welcome back now to Atlantic Coast, where Michael Bysham takes the mound for Creekside, looking to close this one down, but it won't be easy as the tying run stands on first base for Atlantic Coast with nobody out in the bottom of the 7th. Bysham, a sophomore now for Creekside. Taking a look at the stats for him last season, Michael In 6 appearances, pitched 9.1 innings to a tune of a 3.75 ERA, 5 strikeouts, 7 walks. Making his first appearance of the season. A pretty big situation for the Knights in this game. First up to face him, Colin Rust, top of the order. Two nothing Creekside leads. First pitch to Rust, in for a strike. His brother, Matthew Bysham, made his first varsity appearance earlier in this game as that bunt fouled away. 0-2. So two brothers pitching on opening night. Got Rust to think about the breaking ball in the dirt. Thought better of it. 1-2. Rust represents the go-ahead run at the plate. Nobody out, bottom of the 7th. That pitch high above the zone. Fouled away. Stays alive. 1-2. One-two to Colin Rust. Swung on and missed. Strike 3. Thought for a second maybe there's a foul tip. Wasn't caught. In the end, out number 1. And that's a start. Daryl Walker to the plate. Right here, just looking to advance the base runners and really just get on base yourself. Don't want to waste an out here. There's a strike. Big time situation for Walker, who's 0 for 3 tonight. Looking to get going on this season, off to a little bit of a cold start. Takes one low and away for a ball. And this is a big moment for him and his team. Down 2-0. They've had chances in this one. Just haven't turned into anything. It's the 1-1 pitch. Ball low. Throw down to first. Allowed the runner on second to advance over to third. Strump was trying to get the runner. Prudencio had a big lead over on first base. Allowed Kevin Rodriguez to escape. An extra 90 feet. Put him on third. Now runners at the corners with 1 gone and a 2-1 count. Two-one pitch. High for ball 3. The last thing you want to do is walk the go-ahead run aboard. Runner goes, and he does. Daryl Walker on first base. Noah Prudencio stands on second. Kevin Rodriguez, 90 feet away from home plate. On the third base bag and up to the plate steps Cole Rusak, who's having himself a night. 2 for 3. He's 3 for 5 with an RBI, a double, and 2 walks to start the season. Swinging a hot bat. He takes a ball. The winning run on first base. He fouls one away. Bases loaded. One away. And a 1-1 count. Curveball. Strike. 1-2. The 1-2 pitch. Got him swinging in the dirt. 2 gone in the inning. And Jordan Jacoby to the plate. He's 1 for 3 tonight. He's got the tying run standing on second. The winning run on first base. And he's got 2 gone in the inning. Last hope. Unless he can get it to Kevin Baez Ruiz. Excuse me, Kenneth Baez Diaz. Standing in the on deck circle. 0-1. Above the zone, 1 ball, 1 strike. Jacoby single, grounded out, struck out. 1-1 pitch to him. Skied, potentially in play. Hicks was trying to get the foul ball near the fence. Went just over his head. Heart drop for Atlantic Coast right there. Instead, 2 strikes on Jordan Jacoby. He's got 1 more chance. The 1-2. Got him swinging! And Creekside will escape with a win on opening night. But wait. A little bit of confusion at the end. He is out in Creekside. We'll take this one by a score of 2-0 on the road. Not a pretty win, that's for sure. But it gets the job done. And the Knights get started off on the right track with a 2-0 win over Atlantic Coast tonight. They return tomorrow afternoon at 4:30. You can tune in here on Schlick Sports as they take on Hillgrove over in Georgia. But for now, I'm Noah Schlicksup signing off. It's great to have baseball back here on Schlick Sports. Hopefully I'll see you all tomorrow afternoon. But for now, I'm saying good night from Atlantic Coast.